The action's changed. We want you undercover. The important thing is you got to stay close with this guy Diamond.
Mr. Diamond.
I told you, move it, angel face.
Something with Diamond and she won't contact us.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe she can't?
I don't care what you think, Mr. Moulton. All you know how to do is use people.
Well, what if I don't believe that?
It's the truth.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new lucky shooter coming out. Five. Coming in field. Everyone, place your bets. Come on. Six. Come on. 6, 8, 10. Seven away.
How you doing, pal?
You're breaking my friend up.
Oh,
We gotta have a little luck. Come on, you gotta.
well, we'll see if we can change your luck. Bets, everybody.
9. We have a new shooter coming out. 8. Made it easy. 8. What is it?
Boss, we're about 5 minutes from the drop.
5 minutes? Okay. Do me a favor, Lou, will you? Slow it down on the curves.
21. Sorry.
Well, what are we gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about
Better luck next time.
And we have a new shooter coming out.
Oh, still my kind of woman, honey.
Way to prove it, honey.
Deal 11. Winner 11. Pay the line.
Let's go over to the
Same lucky
The
shooter.
crop's in. Hey, you're really high rolling, Henry.
Point mark 8.
Pretty good, huh? Let me tell you something, kid. They can't do without me. Who's that?
Hey, sourpuss. Somebody take you for a bundle?
If they did, Karen, I'd send you right in there to get it all back.
Excuse me.
Coming in field. Everyone.
12 by 50. 12 by 50.
Go ahead, 52.
Everything's on schedule, 50. I should have enough within an hour.
9. Field roll 9.
Yeah?
They're just ahead of us, Mr. Diamond.
It's just a short stop, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to be concerned about. Just keep on going. Have a good time. Henry,
All right,
the boss wants to talk to you. There's a car outside.
We just got started.
Henry, the boss.
6
Hey, look, why don't I go along with you? Maybe later we can pick up on those broads.
No, I don't.
Sure, it's okay. He's a friend of yours, Henry. Come on, Sammy.
Hey, great.
Here we go. Come on.
Let's go.
$50. It was a couple of gamblers. They were getting... And Diamond is with them. Bill, I'll need about another hour or so to nail down the principles.
Diamond, this is my first night off in 2 weeks. What does he want?
Him.
What we coming here for? He shouldn't be here. You know that?
Yeah, but do you know it? You know, Henry, you got a big mouth when you drink. You make friends too easy.
Hey, what is this?
It's your friend here, Sammy boy. He's a plant.
Plant.
Hey! Oh, come on, that's crazy.
I'm a friend.
Look,
What did he tell you, Sammy?
Look, you got it all wrong.
At 2 o'clock this afternoon, you took a bus. Second and Grand. And you took a taxi to the Belmont Hotel. You met a man there and you had a conversation. We tailed that man, Sammy. He went straight to the State Building.
Hey. That couldn't be. The guy I met is my friend. Wait. He told me he was being audited by the tax people. That's why you went there. Honest. Oh! I'll tell! I'll tell. No more.
Then tell us.
I had to work off a case. So they paid me to get inside and see what I could find out. Honest, I swear.
What'd you say to the man?
Just that I ran across Henry. They talked about making some counterfeit plates, driver's licenses, passports, stuff like that.
You rotten! Money? What about money? Yeah. About the phony 20s.
Henry said he was the best. He could make a 20 better than the U.S. Treasury.
Henry tell you his second name?
I don't know what it is. Everybody call him Henry. The man said it wasn't enough. He said he needed more to find out who he is.
Yeah. And then he told you where this place was down here where he does his fancy engraving.
No, I didn't. No, he's lying. I didn't tell him anything. Tell him that I didn't tell you anything. You're lying. Tell him that.
Sammy, you sang well. Eddie, just to be safe, we move the operation.
What about him?
Eddie, what about him? You're the junior partner. Ink. Hank? Maybe his friends will give him a nice funeral.
$12 by 50. This is 52. Anytime you want, Bill, I have another. By the way, don't let them book me into that crummy jail. Food's lousy and the company's worse.
All right, let's take them. Okay, Joe, we're moving in. Get your lights over.
Roger, Bill.
Tap on you, buddy. You busted. Open up.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to be concerned about. It's just a friendly visit from your local police department. Now, if everybody will just file out, you're all under arrest for gambling. Come on. Let's go. Move along. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's move it. We'll return the money. All right, come on. Step along, please. Step along to the rear of the van. Come on, let's go. Okay, buddy. Come on.
Damn, when did you get out? It's good to see you. Keep moving it, though. Come on.
I wasn't kidding, Crowley. You
Hold
better
on.
not stick me in that jail.
Let's move it, honey.
This is serious, Paul.
I know. We'll settle it as soon as Crowley gets here.
Crowley's here. What's up?
Will you tell us what went on with that truck?
Oh, Sergeant Crowley, Alexander Molson. Alex is in charge of the state organized crime team, Bill. Deputy Attorney General's office.
Now, just what is with this Mickey Mouse gambling raid?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know the department had stopped working organized gambling.
For your information, Sergeant, that rolling casino was merely peanuts compared to what we were onto.
What's he talking about?
Alex had an informant in that casino. The name was Samuel Kaplan. They were working another angle on Diamond Coast Trucking.
Yeah, and now he has been busted. I mean, they were spooked enough before. But now Kaplan just may be blamed for having burned your raid.
Well, it's bad luck. Don't you have anybody else?
Well, yes, Sergeant,
Sergeant Crowley.
Crowley, yes, we do have somebody else. A dispatcher in their garage. She was duped in with a promise of no testimony. This is Sammy Kaplan. I want you to bail him out, and that should give him the proper cover.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Sergeant, you just were given a direct order.
Yeah, I said I can't help you. This man wasn't arrested. He wasn't there.
Hello. Yeah. Alex.
Yeah, Moulton here. Kaplan's dead.
What?
You wasted my informer. You had somebody working on that job, didn't you?
Yeah, policewoman.
Where is she now?
She's in jail. She's waiting for me to spring her.
Book her. Paul?
Book her?
I want you to book her right away. With Kaplan dead, I need her. I wanted to take Kaplan's place. Her, and I want Crowley and his entire team under my personal command.
Yeah. Paul, now wait a minute. My squad's overloaded now. I don't want any part of this guy's operation.
I have to call the governor.
Yeah.
Booker.
Paul!
Booker!
Okay, give me a profile. Come on, to the side, move it. Okay, that's it. All right, smile pretty now. Who knows? Might make the next level of Weight Watchers.
This is all a mistake, you know. And if my husband ever finds it, they won't let my husband know.
It'll all be fine.
If I call an attorney, they won't have let my husband know.
Busy night. No more private rooms, ladies. Come on, move it, in.
Will they keep us here long? You know,
I don't know.
My son's birthday is next Wednesday.
Oh, you'll make it. You'll be fine. Hey, now don't you worry, honey. We'll see that no one bothers you.
Leave me alone.
Hey, I'm only here to protect you.
Teresa, what are you doing here?
Hey, move it! Cut it out. What are you doing here? I told you, move it, angel face. Hey, I think you're shouting.
Easy. Ouch. Ouch. Crowley? Crowley, keep your cotton-picking hands off me.
What happened to you?
I got in the way of a couple of lady wrestlers.
Well, merchandise still looks pretty good.
Talk like that'll get you everywhere.
Where you going?
Home. I want to go home.
Yeah, well, listen, I want to talk to you about that. We got Pepper,
Yeah.
you're going to have to stay in this thing for a while.
No, I'm not. Oh, no.
Listen. Yeah, Pep, it's just for a while. The action's changed. We want you undercover. Do you know that everybody we busted last night's getting bailed out by the organization? Well, we want you bailed out the same way.
Who is we? And what's the reason for my staying in?
It's the chief's orders. We got your new apartment, honey. This is the address.
Yeah.
Is that New Franklin?
Now, get out of here. You still haven't answered my question.
I don't have the answers, Pet. The important thing is you got to stay close with this guy Diamond.
Oh.
He's out there right now making you bail. String him along, honey. See if you can work yourself into another job with him, you know what I mean? We'll be in constant touch, really.
Sure. Give me a key.
Come on, now, you love the action. You know you do.
And you never take advantage of it.
Maybe on Wednesdays. I think just Wednesdays.
There's a girl in my cell, Teresa Collins. I know her from back home. Do me a favor. Check out why she's in jail and what she's doing in town.
You think she knows you're on the job?
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Could be bad news, huh?
What'd you expect from jail, Mary Poppins?
Clemens, Janine.
Hi.
What took you so long?
Kind of rough in there?
A picnic it ain't.
Think I better cure.
Such as?
Brandon, Karen.
What's this?
That's a job. I told you I'd take care of you.
Sign here, please.
Well, when do I start?
Check your property.
Well, you could start tomorrow, but I figured tonight we might go to your place and have a couple of drinks.
Hey, by the time you got the ice cubes out, I'd be asleep by now. I'm sorry.
In that case, the job starts now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Massera. Is he always that happy?
Mr. M, got a million things in his mind.
Well, I'm sure not one of them.
Oh, you're wrong, Ken. I was very pleased the way you handled that gambling bust.
Mr. Diamond.
Yeah.
No balls, my game.
Eddie? Eddie, do you ever know the casino? These high rollers never heard of a tip, and I'm just not making it here.
You're doing better than downstairs. I tell you, Karen, it takes a lot of trust in Mr. M's part just to have you working up here.
Okay, so I'm trusted. Have you heard of the high cost of living? I'm not making enough money. That's
It'll
what I
get
was
better,
trying to-
I promise.
Okay, Godzilla. Watch the hands.
This is the latest picture we have of Massera, the capo. You know, that was just taken by one of our undercover men last week at his birthday party. And here, as you well know, we have the consigliere, Eddie Diamante, alias Eddie Diamond. Now, he was sent out here from the east by the syndicate council as sort of a, an heir apparent. Oh, keep your eye on Massera. He's getting sick, he's getting old. You know, the usual conglomerate M.O. Now, the Coast Trucking got into financial difficulty and the mob loan sharked its way in. 10% is legitimate. The other 90%, however, skims the casino, along with loan sharking, cigarette smuggling, drug shipments, and somewhere counterfeiting.
But you have no proof.
Well, no, that's what Eddie Kaplan was after. Tell me something, you recognize him?
He was in the casino. He got off with Diamond and another man when we made a stop.
This other man, was he in his 50s, little chubby, bald?
Yeah, who is he?
Henry. We're not sure of his last name. We have reason to believe that he could be the engraver. Over $1 million in counterfeit 20s has been pumped into this area in the last 6 months.
Uh-oh. Like this one? Henry, my big tipper.
Huh? Oh, I tell you, that cinches it. The executive club is just another one of their fronts. You are with the right people.
Well, I'm just not sure I want to continue working with your organization, Mr. Moulton.
But, Sergeant, you have been ordered to.
And maybe get herself killed like Kaplan?
But that was unavoidable.
Well, this time, how do you plan to avoid it?
Paul, by using an intermediary. Somebody who is completely above suspicion, whom you can contact.
Teresa. I'm so glad you're all right. I'm fine. Is this your idea of helping her?
It was my idea. She will be the perfect contact. She will be paid for the work, and the charge of prostitution will be dropped.
I left home last month. The folks were not real happy about the divorce. I thought I could get a job. Pepper, I needed the money. I just couldn't go back. Why didn't you call me?
She will be placed in an apartment near yours, but contact will be made strictly by telephone.
No way.
Pepper, you gotta have somebody out there.
Pepper,
Bill.
I won't be any trouble. Let me help. Please. I need the money.
You're crazy. Could we just have a few minutes alone?
I'm sorry. She has to be briefed and located. Perhaps a little later.
Pepper.
Thanks for what?
Who is it?
Diamond. You alone?
No, Marlon Brando's in the closet, but come on in.
Yeah, well, he can wait. We've got business.
You want some coffee?
No. You wanted better bread? I got you a better job.
How much better?
Oh, better. Take a car to San Francisco, you leave it there, and you fly right straight home.
What's in the car besides me?
Karen, you want the job?
I'll be right back.
Mr. M likes to be very careful. You want the job, we'll leave right now. No stops, no delays. Okay?
Let's do it.
Okay. Here's your phony driver's license. Here's your ticket for the plane back from San Francisco. Here's your car. Karen, do me a favor. No stops. Anywhere along the way, all right? You get right to San Francisco International, and you come right back home. And don't get too anxious about,
I think the word's transporting. Is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
I won't get curious. Wasn't it curiosity that killed the little old pussycat?
Keys. See you when you get back.
I know your orders were to follow Eddie Diamond, but what has happened to the girl? No more excuses. Have you heard from her? Then call back every half hour until you do hear from her. Yes. Damn. She's into something with Diamond and she won't contact us.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe she can't?
May I please see your license, ma'am?
I'm Sergeant Anderson, Special Investigations. I'm working on a case, and don't look now, but I'm being tailed by that black limo. Here's a phone number under this phony driver's license. Call Sergeant Crowley. Tell him I'm heading to San Francisco. Give him a description of this car. You better write me up.
So she's doing some kind of a messenger job. Okay, thanks. They got her delivering a set of wheels to a parking lot at San Francisco International.
We'll get a team out from our office there to greet her.
And do what?
But check the car, verify counterfeit money.
Moulton, you come near that car, you're gonna burn her and the distributors now until she's out of it. Surveillance only, you understand?
Okay, surveillance only. Okay.
Place.
Any hitches?
Just one. I don't think there's anything to it, but she got herself pulled over by a traffic cop.
Basta! Hey! Mr. Ram said stop.
Karen Brennan. That's your name?
Yes.
That's her name, Eddie?
Yeah.
Karen, now tell me, this citation. Why'd you get that cop's attention yesterday?
I was nervous, sir.
Huh?
I'd made a mistake. Haven't you ever gotten a ticket?
What if I don't believe that?
It's the truth, I swear.
The truth? Eddie, you believe this Karen?
Look, Mr. M, why don't you just make a call? If the pickup man's been busted, that's one thing. We lose the messenger, we lose the load. And if not, we'll find out about that, too.
Good idea. Now give me Vito. How'd the pickup go? Okay. It went smooth. I offer you my apologies.
I'd like to go now.
I'll give you a ride home.
Thanks, I'll take a cab. I don't care what you think, Mr. Moulton. All you know how to do is use people. Well, you can take your rinky-dink outfit and dump it.
Now, you
I've
listen
had
to me,
it.
Sergeant.
That Teresa's a kid that you forced to play your lousy game.
Now, you just wait 1 minute, Sergeant.
Shut up, Moulton. Would you just try for once to do something right? Old Magic Fingers Crowley's here.
You're as bad as he is.
Oh, no, honey, I'm worse. What's the matter? Am I losing my touch?
I'm out of it. Bill, I'm really out of it. Don't.
Let me explain something to you, Pep. There's a lot at stake here. And things are coming into place for the first time. You can't leave now. You look tired.
I am tired.
I'll tell you something. When your eyes get that heavy-lidded look like right now, you ain't a bad-looking broad. You get that little faraway smile, which I ain't about to get one of right now, right? Only one a moment? Just one? Is that it? Well, I guess that's a start. Let's get some sleep. It's all downhill from now on, honey.
You know, Eddie, because you get older, it doesn't mean you get stupider. I know why they sent you out here.
It's to help you out, Sal.
Well, not that I need any help. But I guess they're feeling, sort of concerned about old Sal.
You're a lot of good friends back there, Sal.
Oh, sure. And I owe them a lot. But they owe me too. Anyway, if they want to make some changes here with these college guys and the computers, that's all right with me. It's funny. Here in California, we eat the salad first.
Makes no difference to me.
Now, in my town, where I come from, we eat the salad last, before the coffee. So you see, some things never change. And some do.
What's the matter?
This is my house. And this is my territory. And I make the salad.
Okay, Sal. Yeah, we kind of spread the oregano rather liberally back east. I'm sorry.
Who is it?
Diamond. We forgot something yesterday.
Oh, what's that?
Payment. A job well done.
I don't see any bonus for the loose teeth.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And Mr. M is really sorry, too. Everybody's sorry.
Look, I'm talking about you and me.
Okay, I buy that. The money's good. I need that. So I guess I'll be coming back to work. How about a ride?
Yeah, well, we have about an hour. I thought maybe we'd just...
Have lunch? You bet. I'm hungry.
No. No, that's definite, sir. Yeah. I have found the San Francisco distribution center for the 20s. Yeah. Oh, I'm hopeful that my operatives will locate the engraver very soon. Come in. I'm sorry. Listen, when I find him, I will wrap up the entire organization right along with Diamond Coast Trucking. Macera will be our bonus. What? Oh, yeah, I certainly will, sure. Yeah, so long. Yeah, bye.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if you get a promotion out of this.
Eddie. Quoi?
10, pair of kings.
Mr. Diamond. Mr. J wants another 30.
What's he in for?
65.
He's good for it.
New batch goes to San Diego.
Hello? Teresa, I have a message for Bill. The artist is in the pantry. They're making a delivery to Mr. Velasquez, Diego Velasquez. That's all I know. I'll tell him. Teresa, I have a message for Bill. The artist is in the pantry. They're making a delivery to Mr. Velasquez, Diego Velasquez. That's all I know. I'll tell him.
I thought it might be important, Mr. Messera.
Scongill, what do you think I pay you for? Who made that call? Dozen women work in this place. I can't make out the voice.
Mr. M, perhaps this, Teresa can help.
How? That's a magic way of finding her?
Mr. Messera, the address is 1640 Allendale, number 2. You see, the clicks can be counted when you put the recorder on slow speed. That gave me the number. I checked it out.
Mr. Matthews, you just earned yourself a raise.
Oops. Look, Moulton here. All right.
What was that?
My man covering the Collins girl. What is his name? I forget. He's been shot.
What about the girl?
She's gone. They've got her.
Oh, you never use a soft match. A good cigar. You take a wooden match. Now you burn it down here. I sort of roast it. And by that time, you see all the sulfur's gone. All right. See that? You get no taste in your mouth from the sulfur.
What's your cop?
It's a very good one, I think.
Your cop!
How do you get that thing in?
Oh, yeah. What? You mean I bite it off?
You bite it off?
Yeah, but you see, I got funny thing. I carry this around with me. See that?
Yeah.
That's like a knife. I can cut your finger off. You don't even feel it.
You don't use it?
No, I never use it. Gives a funny taste in your mouth.
Why do you carry it around?
Oh, I keep it because a friend gave it to me.
Oh.
It's Karen.
Come on, Teresa.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Your security leaked again. Pete, get over here.
Walking out with her. Anderson.
Anderson.
Teresa? Oh.
No,
Yeah.
Henry, no.
Okay, what do you got?
Right. But we are doing
18's working north, 6 others to
Yeah,
the south.
black Cadillac,
What about
speeding, right?
What about Elmwood?
75.
It's covered.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Any more people like that?
An old lady with a one.
What's our people like?
With that.
No, no, no. I assure you it's going to be all right.
What's the dog
What's the dog have to do with it?
Maybe they got a couple of bodies we can have.
All right, now get it straight.
Check
Let's
two
move
fights.
straight
Maybe
now.
they got some teams.
Right, I got that part.
Hey, Pete, what's
Moulton.
up,
Well, I thought they had some.
Rain?
It was a
Yes,
black
Lombard,
caddy
where are you?
speeding with the driver. They stopped it, and it was this elderly lady.
Hold that a minute.
Hey, Pete, on two.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
It's Kincaid.
And it looks like he's leaving. In a Diamond Coast 10-ton twin-screw 4x6.
Good work.
And there's no trip ticket on this one.
Lombard, this is 12Y50. Which way's it heading?
West, on Wellington.
Okay, let's go. Have all units phone in code 2.
X43. We just spotted the van heading southbound on San Marco at Benson.
43 from 50. Stay on him. Don't get too close. I'll pick you up in Magnolia. 52 from 50. Come in, 52.
Roger, 50.
Yeah, Pete. Try to pick us up in Magnolia. Just follow behind us, okay?
Yeah, we're about 50 feet behind you.
All right, let's go. Down the steps. Reach him. Get him up there. All right, then move your tail down here. Let's go. Up against the wall. Spread him.
Right in front is the truck. Yeah.
Boss, we got visitors at the back gate.
Visitors, yeah?
The cops, they got the truck.
Who are they talking to?
Butler.
Butler.
He's squealing like a stuck pig.
I see. Everything all right, sir?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm in Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Aldo's brother. Aldo's flying down here. He wants to have a little talk with me.
About what?
To tell you the truth. Retirement. Well, after all, I'm not getting any younger. This arthritis isn't getting any better. Well, you know, I'm even starting to get mad about little things like, oregano. Maybe they're right. It's time to quit, huh? Well, come on. Look, we drive down to the city. We go out to the airport. We meet Aldo's plane. Together. Yeah. The old and the new. No, Eddie. Eddie. The king is dead. Long live the king. got no gun. And I know my rights. I want to see a lawyer.
Where you holding the women, Monsieur? Where you holding the women?
They're fine. Nobody's hurt. They're in the basement. I want to see a lawyer.
You left the G out of resignation.
What?
You want to sign it? Now, what do I do with it?
You really want to know?
No?
Sign it and send it through.
Just like that.
Well, if you hurry, you could run off to Mr. Moulton's press conference. Sign it, and I'll take it upstairs. Just got to get out of here.
Oh, the game getting too rough for you?
Game? I played games when I was a kid. What I can't buy is anything to get the job done, people. I just can't accept it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's the way it works, Pep.
Yeah.
All anybody can do is his best. That's what you did. You did your best.
Oh, yeah, I did great. Just great. What about Teresa?
Teresa's okay. She'll be all right. Look, you know that if I'd been calling the shots, she wouldn't have been.
But she was there.
Okay, she was there. So what do I do? Curl up in a corner and suck my thumb for the rest of my life?
I'm going home. I got to think.
Yeah, well, you want to think over a teriyaki steak? Maybe a couple of Mai Tais, a little fried shrimp. Not necessarily in that order.
You really gonna spring?
I'll even read your fortune cookie.
You gotta do it. Magic fingers. There. Try that in your sukiyaki. Come on. Going down.
He's paralyzed. He's gonna lie there like that for the rest of his days. What's wrong?
I want you to go away from here, and I don't want you to come back for at least a year.
Phil, what's wrong?
We got it. After you.
I hate high ladders.
Kid, this is one of the things that make this job so fascinating.
Here we go. Could that possibly be what I think it is?
Not nearly as aggressive, doesn't seem to have the tiger in him tonight, but we have seen the champion exhibit in the past. Escobar continues to pursue Harper. He pins Harper against the ropes now. Harper's covering up with both gloves. Escobar digs 2 hooks to the body, another right to the body. Now he goes to the head. Harper continues to cover up, and I believe the champion has lost another round as we come to the end of round number 5. I have to be candid, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be honest. Tony Harper, the champion, looks as bad as we've ever seen him tonight. In fact, he got a little neck
Who's winning?
to the left corner of the left
Escobar.
eye, which the referee will want to take a look at. You know, the people closest to Harper have been saying all along, his heart just doesn't seem to be in this one. I must agree that all the rumors we've been hearing seem to be coming true. Tony Harper has not had
Rumors?
his usual fire,
What
his
rumors?
usual
I never heard no
aggressiveness.
rumors.
In fact, he has backpedaled throughout this fight. Well, 5 rounds.
I hate to mention this, Pete, but unless they revise the manual, I don't think you'll find anything about listening to athletic events while on surveillance.
Wait a minute.
That stung Harper, and for the first time tonight, Harper is mad. He is fighting like he means it. He swarms Escobar. A left, a right, another right hand. Escobar is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I knew he was going to win. Didn't I tell you he was going to win? I knew he was going to win.
9, 10, that's it. It's all over. Tony Harper's just knocked out Mario Escobar after 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the 6th round.
Frank, Marv, take a hike. Dom, call Benny Hummel. Tell him to get over here right away, as fast as he can make it.
Hey, friend, don't you know it's Saturday?
You know, I just can't get over it. I'm amazed. Imagine finding all 4 of you in one spot at one time. 4 of the most elusive people in the entire department. Would you care to sit down?
Why here? Why can't we do it in my office?
No, you get too bossy over in your office. Territorial imperative, I guess. So if you don't mind. Come on. Okay. I'm pulling you off the machine shops thing. Now, that should make your day a little brighter, huh?
If I had to climb that ladder one more time, I would have asked for flight pay.
Now, Pete, what's your theory on the Harper shooting?
Mob-style hit, brazen, right in his own backyard. Obviously punitive.
I'd have to agree with you, especially since we just found out Jack Ballard lost his shirt on the Escobar fight. Close to $1 million. Anybody care to draw any brilliant conclusions?
You'll have to wait here until we get him settled, Mrs. Harper.
Mrs. Harper?
Excuse me. We're from the police. This is Sergeant Crowley. I'm Sergeant Anderson.
How do you do? They just told us at the desk downstairs that they moved.
I think I have to sit down. Here. This is a place right around here.
I don't think so. Not even dressed as a gardener.
Well, do you recognize him? Have you ever seen him anyplace else?
Why?
His name is Jack Ballard, Mrs. Harper. He runs the bookmaking for most of this state.
Now, why should I know someone like that?
This morning, the officer you talked to, he found out that Ballard lost close to $1 million when your husband knocked out Mario Escobar.
Which means that organized crime was expecting an upset. They expected your husband to lose, even though he was fighting a very unimpressive contender.
Tony Harper never did a crooked thing in his life.
Mrs. Harper. Mrs. Harper, I wasn't accusing your husband of anything. It's just that...
No? Oh, well, I could have sworn that I heard the word fix.
It's not our intention to make things any more difficult.
Listen, I have something to tell you, both of you. I've known Tony Harper since the 9th grade, and he is the sweetest man in the world. He's so honest, it's pathetic. And I keep yelling at him because he lets people walk all over him like a doormat. And he doesn't drink and doesn't run around. And for your information, he has never had one acquaintance or connection with any gangster alive. Have you got that?
Hey, what's the matter?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Hey, come on, Jody. Hey, what am I, poison or something?
Sorry, I'm late for work.
You'll be a little late. You feel better when you get there. Oh, what's the matter? That car thing again, huh?
You should hear her in there. She's got me stopping along the way and picking up every mail from 6 to 60. It's not funny. Can't even be trusted by your own mother. And I've been a saint compared to most of the kids around here.
After you've almost destroyed my life, you walked out on me after 25 years for a much younger woman, remember? Didn't care about me then, did you? I was left alone, bewildered, heartbroken, not knowing which way to turn. Oh, no, nothing mattered to you then. Not because the almighty Bob Anderson just got what he wanted, and no matter what. 2 little peas in a pod. I'll bet you took her side again, didn't you? How am I ever going to raise a decent kid if you go around agreeing with every little whim she gets in her head?
She's 18, you know? I mean, she wants to buy a car. I can't stop her.
Well, I've got news for you, Ben. You aren't ever going to stop her. You stopped trying the first day she ever learned to say daddy. That's why she's so spoiled. That's why she doesn't care about anybody but herself. Well, I've got news for you. She isn't going off on any trip all by herself. Drifting in and out of one motel to another from here to New York City.
Hello?
Benny,
Yeah?
I assume you heard the news.
About what?
Our friend. He's at County General Hospital, and he didn't die. Benny? Benny, do you hear me?
I told you it wasn't any good.
Yeah, you told me, but I don't think any of us want to be embarrassed by your lack of commitment. So hustle over there to the hospital and get your mess cleaned up, huh? I'd appreciate it. Maybe I'll get a chance to sleep tonight.
I hope you heard what I said. Because for once in your life, you're going to take the responsibility of being a father. Come September, Jody's going to be right here, enrolled in beauty college, so she can learn a decent profession. So she doesn't get stuck in some little house, a stinking little 2x4 matchbox, with a husband who doesn't care whether she lives or takes a fun jump to the moon.
come up with names like that?
What, Dave Fisher or Four-Eyed Bull? Excuse me, can you tell me where I might find Dave Fisher? Hi, Mr. Fisher.
That's certainly him.
Yeah, we're with the police department. I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson.
Well, I guess it doesn't take any great genius to guess that you're probably here about Tony.
He is your brother-in-law, is that correct?
For years and years and years. And you can bet that if I had any idea what happened to Tony, I wouldn't be sitting around here. Hey, Jake, turn that thing off, will you? I can hardly hear myself think.
Besides being related, Tony Harper also happens to be your partner in this restaurant, isn't he?
That's not any monumental secret.
Sure.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe in the newspapers.
He ever been in here?
Oh, come on. The guy's, a hood.
I understand you've been losing money in this place ever since you opened it.
Whether you know it or not, it takes a long time to get a place like this on its feet.
2 years.
Sometimes more. And we didn't borrow a single dime from a gangster, if that's what you mean. I'd like to know who you've been talking to. Oh, I'll bet you've been chewing the ear off my baby sister.
Yeah, well, she's no more cooperative than you are.
Even less.
Which is kind of too bad for the whole family because it makes us jump to the conclusion that maybe somebody's got something to hide.
Excuse me. You can't go in there.
Wait, I just wondered how he was doing.
You will have to ask his doctor.
Yeah, please, lady, look, I'm his uncle, and I haven't seen the doctor, and I've been very worried about him.
What did you say your name was?
John Harper. I'm his Uncle John.
Well, it's not good. It's not going to be easy for anybody to live with.
What?
He's paralyzed, Mr. Harper. He's going to lie there like that for the rest of his days. Can't move, can't talk, can't reach any of us in any way.
Shouldn't there be some kind of guard at the door here?
What's there left to guard?
Sorry, Mrs. Harper. We have to talk to you for a minute.
Sure, come on in. Why not?
Thank you.
The reason it's in such a mess, I've been going over all these letters the mail's been pouring in, and it's pretty hard when you're the worst letter writer in the world.
Nobody's any worse than I am. You should try to read some of my reports sometime.
He's not kidding. Sometimes we even have to translate them into English.
This is a letter from a 12-year-old boy in Montana. Dear Champ, I just saw on television that maybe you can't ever fight again. Maybe. M-A-B-E-E. Well, I know for sure how you must be feeling because I had an accident last year, the day after Christmas, and I've been in a wheelchair, too, and I'll probably never be able to walk again in my whole life.
If you prefer, we can come back later.
No. No, just get it over with, and then please leave me alone.
All right. We'll try to be as brief as possible. The reason we're here is that it's come to our attention that your husband gambles.
Oh. And who told you that? When those people you pay?
It's been going on for over a year and involves very substantial sums of money.
Oh, sure, he's a regular hustler. Just ask one of those degenerates that you pay for your information.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Harper. We got the information from your brother, Dave.
We both feel that what he told us could be tremendously important.
Oh, I'm sure. And maybe when I write the little boy from Montana, I'll tell him too, because since it's out, it doesn't matter who knows, does it?
What we need, Mrs. Harper, is a link. Now, that's what's essential. We need the name of the man who's been supplying your husband with tips.
You'll have to excuse me for not inviting you to stay, but you can see I have a lot of work to do.
You know, Mrs. Harper, this is our second time around with you. And what really bothers me, I don't understand why you act so miserable about the fact that we're trying to help.
Help? You help somebody with kindness, with understanding. Not by telling them that the person they love is a pug who throws championship fights. And the both of you think that. And I can't help but admit that it's making me sick. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take something to keep my head from falling off.
Ollie, yeah.
Hi, Sergeant. This is Dave Fisher. I just found something that might make your day.
Oh? That would be a pleasant change.
Well, I was going through Tony's desk, just kind of cleaning things up. And I ran across the piece of paper he always used when he called his bookie. Now, there's no name, just a number, but maybe you could trace it or something. Well, that ought to help a little, shouldn't it?
There it is, 6912.
Yeah, Pete. You know, it's really hard to believe that Harper uses a dump like that.
All you'd have to do is come in with a pile of dirty socks, and nobody'd ever look at them twice. Especially if they were yours.
Yeah, okay. All right, Shorty. Need a boost? Think you can make it by yourself.
Oh, really? Give me a room. Thank you. There's a nice little bit of Americana. They got themselves a solid gold alarm.
You know something? I bet if the alarm went off, we'd get a call. The market sheets were stolen. Well, hello, Moby Dick.
Wow. I busted that fat log tub in there 3 different times. It's King Daddy Sleeves.
Yeah. What do we got?
Some of Moby's love letters. Listen to this. Tulip, 25. Xenia, 75. Carnation, 125. And so on and so on.
Oh, and pay sheets.
And you know something? None of it's admissible in court.
blink your eyes. You ever seen me before? Don't you remember last Saturday morning? In front of your house? And the guy went bang. Ruined my reputation, you know that? Just a tough guy. You're tough as nails, huh, kid? Too tough for your own personal good. Sure. But what I got you here? All these tubes, all this stuff. Well, that's why I'm here. Yeah, because I just want you to realize just whose fault it is that all of this happened. Oh, a champion of the world. Oh, yeah. Too tough to be handled, huh? Well, hey, Mr. Pure, all you had to do was lie down flat on the canvas. For 10 seconds. You would have got up, you would have been off the hook, and you would have had yourself another shot at Escobar. Yeah, now you know that there ain't no such thing as tough, huh? Yeah, maybe when you grow up, you know that there's no such thing as pure. Even Tony Harper, champion of the world, sportsman of the year, sneaking around, putting down action on the ponies. Well, that's a criminal act, my friend, you know. I mean, that's against the law, just the same as murder. Listen, when they told me that it was you, I said no. Well, it don't make no difference. Well, I think he's doing better today. Yeah, I think he's feeling fine.
Darling.
By 50 the units. We're all set. He's in the booth.
Roger.
Here he comes.
Hi, how you doing?
I'll be with you in a minute. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got a few shirts here I'd like you to take care of. How soon can I get them?
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock on. You want some heavy starch or light?
Oh, no starch. I like soft things on my body, you know what I mean?
No starch. Hey, will you excuse me a minute? My girl's off today. Every day she's got a different excuse.
Yeah, I know the type.
Cleaners.
Hello, babe. This is Carnation. I want the 1st, the 5th, and the 7th. Santa needed today.
Hold it a minute, will you? Okay, Carnation, I'm ready.
Okay. In the 1st, put $75 on Major Kim.
It's going down.
We're on.
Police officers!
Are you in it the easy way or the hard way? Well, looks nice and cozy in here. How we doing?
Well, we're just doing fantastic, aren't we?
All right, so I was making book. I was stupid and I got caught. I'll take my medicine. But don't try to tie me in with Tony Harper or Jack Ballard, because there's no way in the world that you're ever going to do that.
Well, you're something else, Moby. I gotta say, you got a lot of guts. I've been a cop about 18 years. I've just never seen a man so anxious to go back to prison.
Come on, man. My parole officer won't violate me for bookmaking.
That's true. He won't violate you for bookmaking, but he will violate you for this.
You want to tell him where you found it, Sergeant Anderson?
Would you believe, of all places, in a barrel of soap? Oh, by the way, I ran it. It was taken in a burglary in Arizona.
San Quentin, my man. 5 years a hard time. 5! Only probably you won't survive the first 24 hours. I know some dudes up there slit your throat before they got close enough to you to say hidey ho.
So what's the difference? If I roll over for you people, there'll be a contract out on me by the end of the day.
Okay. Here's your only chance to stay alive, Moby. You go along with us, and I'll guarantee you 3 things. 1, your grand jury testimony will be secret. 2, we'll give you around-the-clock protection. And 3, I'll fix it up with your parole officer so you can leave the state and set up a new identity someplace else.
I want some coffee.
Fine.
Somebody give me a cigarette.
Nobody around here smokes?
Okay, it was Jack Ballard. He's my bank. He runs the whole thing.
And he had you set up Harper?
He had me feed him some sure things for almost a year, until I really got his trust.
Then before the Escobar fight, you gave him a bummer, some old nag with 3 hind legs. So he'd lose a bundle he didn't have, right?
It was a lot simpler than that. Jack just told him if he didn't play ball, the boxing commission would find out he was a compulsive gambler.
That is the easy way, isn't it?
Only Harper wouldn't take the dive, so Jack got upset and blew him away.
Jack don't even blow his own nose, if you know what I mean.
Who got the contract?
Maybe you did, sweetheart. I haven't seen Jack since almost a month before the fight.
Varnish is served.
Okay, now here's the deal. Before I testify or sign my name even to an autograph, I'm making one more stipulation. While I'm here in this city, she's part of my protection.
How's the family, Ben?
Fine.
How about that daughter of yours? What is she now, about what?
18.
Getting married, I suppose.
Mother wants to go to beauty school.
Beauty school. Well, you're in luck, kid. I can help you with the tuition. I've got something that's got to go right away. Moby Dick was arrested today. They busted his book.
Well, maybe that's just a coincidence.
Maybe. Life and death is made up of maybes.
Yeah, well...
Look, Jack, I've been thinking that
Hey, maybe you could get somebody else, you know, because after the last time...
Hey, come on, Benny. It's like diving off a high board. You cream yourself, you get up, and you do it all over again. What's the big deal? You should be feeling great about violating a slob like him. You'd be doing society a favor.
Yeah, well, you know, I sort of been thinking of, you know, sort of giving it up. I mean, going away someplace, you know, and getting a new start.
That's not unreasonable. I don't oppose that. I like to see people retire. But look at all we've been through together. Don't you think you owe me one last favor?
Oh, hello.
Pardon me, sir. Would you be interested in subscribing to one of 5 fabulous magazines?
Well, good as you look, we can come in and talk about it.
Anything happening?
Well, I tell you, he snores a lot. Other than that, it's been pretty dull.
What more could a girl ask for?
You take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And have a lot of fun.
Thanks, Joe.
Hubba. Look who's got the duty.
Go back to sleep.
How can I do that now that I've seen you?
Well, that's a little conflict you'll have to work out all by yourself.
I've had lots of girlies up here, sweetheart. Maybe you don't believe that.
I believe.
Some of them just as pretty as you. And when they're nice to me, I buy them nice, expensive presents.
Mr. Whalen, we're going to be spending a lot of time together, so let's get a few things straight. Number 1, I am not enchanted by expensive presents. Number 2, you're on candid microphone, and Sergeant Crowley's sitting across the hall with a 12-gauge shotgun. The first time he hears one breath of amorous breathing, he's going to come busting through that door like a volcano. And that, I think, just about says it all.
Hey, how about a little service?
Daddy.
Yes, it is where you've been earning your keep, huh?
Well, it's about time you got around to taking a look. Hey, do you want something?
Yeah, just coffee.
On me. Hey, something wrong?
Well, I just had a little free time. Thought I'd come down and check you out, that's all. How much I got to pay you now?
$1.75 plus tips and all I can eat.
Well, I've been thinking, you know. I think you should start getting that line on that car you want right now.
What's the point till I can afford something decent?
The point is, sometimes you don't jump on something, it never happens. You start looking for the car, right? I take care of anything over what you already got to say. All right?
All right.
Hey, waiter. Bring me 2 more Mai Tais.
You're going to have to drink them yourself, Mr. Whalen.
Good. Then maybe I'll still be loaded when I go before the grand jury tomorrow. You're gonna blow the whole thing. They know me in here, and no one's gonna believe it. With a broad who don't drink.
You're right, Mr. Whalen. You are not out with a broad.
I'm a police officer. There's a lady sitting over at the table there with Mr. Whalen. Would you ask her to come out here for a minute, please?
Sure. I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, miss. There's a policeman who'd like to see you at the reservation desk.
Oh, Bill.
I think so.
No! No!
Where is he?
Gee, I don't know.
Bill, what? How are you feeling?
Well, there's still enough of me left to testify, if that's what you mean. No thanks to you people.
Well, you don't need us, Moby. Doctor says you got a built-in armored vest there.
You know, I've taken a lot of kidding. I've gotten a lot of abuse, and I've been called some pretty cruel names. But for once in my life, I'd be glad to get down on my knees and thank God for making me fat.
While you're at it, you can also thank him for sending an uninspired hitman.
I've been thinking about that. All I can figure is Jack must have used the same idiot that couldn't put Tony Harper away. Do you know how weird that is? Jack's got all the money in the world. He wouldn't deal with somebody that wasn't a pro.
And yet, this guy made every amateur mistake in the book. He never went for a headshot. He used the same gun twice. He even waltzed up and laid a $5 tip on the maitre d' at the restaurant.
Well, I wish I could tell you what he looked like.
You just relax and get healthy. We'll have somebody in the room at all times and a couple of people stashed in the corridor.
Wait a minute. You don't think he's going to try it again?
Is that for me?
Yeah, well, I already got one. Your mother doesn't drive.
Oh, Daddy, it's beautiful.
Who did this?
Huh?
No, I'd like to know who bought this car.
What's the difference? Who bought the car? I mean, it's a good car. It's safe. Got a couple thousand miles. Runs like a top.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna pay him back.
Just like you've always paid us back for everything else, hmm?
Hey, so why should you have to?
Now she can quit her job. Go driving around showing off in a new car that she doesn't need.
So let her. It might do her some good.
Sure. While you're at it, why don't you send her cross country on that trip? Let her do any single thing she wants to do.
Maybe what bothers you, Mother, is in your own mind. Did you ever stop to think about that?
Hey.
I hate you. You ruin everything. Everything I've ever had in my life.
Don't you ever hit her again.
What'll you do, Ben? Put me out of my misery? You don't know how to be that kind.
Yeah?
Fact. You've got an 18-year-old daughter named Jody. She walks to work along Franklin Avenue every morning at 9 o'clock. Fact. She wears short dresses. She's got pretty legs. It'd be impossible for anybody to miss her.
Hey, who's this?
I think you know, Benny. So you better get over to the hospital and earn your money. We want it finished by tomorrow. By the time your little girl walks along Franklin Avenue going to work.
Hey, Jody. Quiet. I want to wake up your mother.
What's wrong?
Listen, I want you to get up, get dressed, and pack some clothes. Enough for 2 or 3 days.
Why?
Don't want you to leave. I want you to start your trip. I want you to go away from here. And I don't want you to come back for at least a year.
Daddy, what are you talking about?
Now look. It's gonna take care of everything. All your clothes, your living expenses, whatever you need, there's enough here to take care of it all.
How can I just leave? Without even any kind of a reason.
Oh, no, look, Jody, you have to trust me. It has to be because I'd say what I want. That has to be couldn't. Okay. Look, maybe you go to one of them little towns, like in Vermont. Yeah, with the red barns, you know, like we used to talk about. The dirt roads and the big maple trees. And the peaceful nights were all full of fireflies. And in the winter, all the snow up to here. And the frozen ponds. Now, you want some more education? There's money for that, too. Maybe you could be a nurse. You do something make me proud. I love you more than anything in the world, sweetheart. You know that, don't you?
Oh, Daddy, I don't care what you've done. It doesn't make any difference. Only I don't want to live any place that you won't be.
You know, I remember when they brought you home from the hospital, all wrapped in your little blankets, and you put your head right where it is now, right here, and you went to sleep. I'll never forget that, sweetheart. And that thing's about me, and you're never gonna forget.
Dr. Stevens? Dr. Stevens? Dr. Norton? Dr. Norton?
Sixth floor.
Yeah, guy just came in. He looks like our boy. He's on his way now.
Okay, set. Okay, stand by. Things could be happening. We've got a maybe, and he's already in the elevator.
Standing by.
It stopped at 3. Now he's going up. It didn't stop. It stopped on 8.
That's Harper's floor. It's going for Harper. You stay with Wayland just in case.
Got it.
Pep, get Ross up to the 8th floor.
Oh, look, I don't know what it's like when you go over. And I don't know if you see angels, devils, or nothing at all. But whatever it's like, Tony, I mean, it's got to be better for you than it is right here.
This time he took first prize. 2 shots, 2 hits. Perfect score.
Let's go get Ballard now.
Corporal. We gotta get to his place. There's a bomb.
I thought you said you didn't know Carbo.
I didn't know him before we made the bust.
You were at their house yesterday.
We know the people he was dealing with there and here. And then we got the real evidence. 12 pounds of heroin.
Here's what we've been looking for.
Hey, man, what did I do?
Dead on arrival. He had enough smack in him to kill 5 people.
This guy, Johnny, was he one of your snitches?
Yeah. I hope that's not why he was wasted.
What kind of stuff was he feeding?
He's working on a guy named Astro Jenkins.
Oh, that explains it.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, he's been dealing on the south side about a year. That's how long we've been trying to get him. And Johnny'd feed us information on him every once in a while. He tipped us Astro was supposed to score tomorrow, very big, about £1 pound.
So what do you want? You want our help or what?
Yeah. And we haven't got enough people to tail him. I mean, not the way it should be done. Every time he's broken the surveillance.
Any idea where he's planning to make the buy?
Yeah, Johnny said somewhere around the harbor. That mean something?
Yeah.
It means you may not have to follow Astro after all. See, according to our sources, there's only one guy in the harbor area who deals in pounds. That's a guy named Carbo. Did you ever hear of him?
Joseph Carbo?
No.
Yeah, well, he's got an import business. Brings in stuff from the Orient, you know, pictures, sculptures, down by the docks.
A lot of heroin.
Yeah, we got enough probable cause on him for a search warrant. But our informant wasn't sure when he'd be holding. Looks like tomorrow might be a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get in on it with us, I'll talk to your boss.
I'll get started on the search warrant.
By 50. Mr. Carbo and friends have just shown up.
That's a Roger.
I like that, Joe, the way you said that. It was very authoritative and right to the point. There's definitely a future in this business for you. That's Astro.
12 by 50. Here comes Mr. Astro.
We got it.
Hey, just sit tight. I want to see if he scores before we serve the warrant on Carbo. We'll tail Astro away from here before we take him.
Hello, Bob.
Hi, Pete.
How you doing?
Fine.
Traveling with you long now.
Good. Ginger getting a little restless.
She doesn't bite, does she?
Only the bad guys.
How'd you know the difference?
That's one of the problems.
Let's go. Get out of here. Out. Hey, man, what did I do?
Come on, against the car. Get your legs back. Stay against the car. Hey, Bill. Give me your left hand.
William?
Hey, what's that?
Jelly beans. Take him back to the office. No phone calls till we get there. Let's go see if we can't turn this thing into a parlay.
Here you go, Dick.
It's off.
Oh?
I don't think he did it on purpose. $20 too much.
Well, maybe next time we'll give him a discount.
Carbo, police officers. We have a search warrant. Open it up.
One moment, please, officer. 1 minute, I'll be right there.
You want to open it up, or do you want us to kick it in?
Just a minute, officer.
Carbo, I'm Sergeant Crowley, the police department. Larry, you'll open that back door and let him in. Mr. Carbo, you might want to take a look at this. It's your copy of the warrant. It just says that we think you're a bad boy, and it gives us the right to find out for sure. We'll take a look in your warehouse.
Look, I don't understand this at all.
You will, Mr. Carbo.
It's quite a place you got here.
What's that for? Oh, her name's Ginger. She does tricks.
Oh. Sergeant Anderson, would you like to do the honors?
I'm on.
Hey, be careful now. That's worth a lot.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Hey, what I said before I...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
I suppose all these others are worth a lot, too.
I don't know anything about that. That's all I gotta say.
Well, maybe you'll think of something else to say once we get you downtown.
I won't be downtown long enough to talk to anybody. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna call my attorney
We
and have him
do
start
mind.
running a writ.
We do mind. You can call him after you've been booked. Papa.
Hey, baby. This is Mr. Rosen, my daughter, Angela.
I heard the radio.
Yeah, I guess it'll be all over the papers, too. It'll be great for my business.
What happened?
They arrested me. Mr. Rosen bailed me out.
They said it was heroin?
I guess it was. I couldn't tell heroin from baking soda. What happened, Angela? I ordered a bunch of little statues from Hong Kong. You know them Buddhas? Well, somebody over there stuffed them with dope. I guess the idea was that somebody at this end, well, either he buys them or steals them from me.
It happens fairly often. They pick out a businessman who's above reproach, make him sort of a transmission station.
You were just caught in the middle.
Yeah, lucky Pierre. Hey, you look like you had some doubts about it.
I just didn't know.
Well, it'll all be straightened out. I promise you. How about a drink? Want a drink?
Scotch and soda would be fine.
Would you please, baby? Just the ginger ale for me, okay? Hey. You still do believe in your father, don't you?
Sure.
Beautiful girl, huh?
And very trusting.
Hey, that's because I'm a damn good father to her. You know, you ought to try that with your own kid, Rosen. I mean, quit yelling at him. Take him to ball games. Let him know you love him.
Let's talk about your problems, Joseph. They may be greater than mine.
Tell me.
The search warrant was flawless. The arrest procedure was quite legal.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm supposed to defend you.
Then have your drink and go home. Look, you're a reputable lawyer. The kind of defense I'm going to have, I don't think you should know about it till it happens. This is just small potatoes, this case. Don't even get involved. In fact, when we get in court, just send me one of your assistants.
Yeah. Okay, Lou. Yes, sir, with bells on. Carbo preliminary is set for tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, Division 30.
Hey, I was supposed to have the afternoon off, buddy.
You know that you like it here. What would you do with all that free time?
Harry and I were supposed to go to Art Museum. Some people have families, you know.
Yeah, well, I got a late lunch tomorrow with the skipper. Somebody's gonna have to pick up that evidence.
I'll get it.
Whose turn is it to buy around?
Crawley.
Right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, you won't have to include me, Sergeant. You're lucky.
Where you going?
I gotta go meet someone.
Judging by that quick exit, I'd say it was a lady.
She wouldn't happen to be a police person, would she?
No way.
I beg your pardon.
No. No, she's someone I met at the university. See you.
Okay,
See you
bye,
next week.
Larry.
Bye.
I like that guy. Wish we could get him permanently. Hey, Marge. So, honey, would you bring us 3 more, please? And whatever she's drinking?
Now, why is it when I'm drinking orange juice you're so willing to buy?
I never mind buying for you, sweetheart. It's these other 2 freeloaders I object to.
Free.
And I'm not a loader.
Anyway, you don't have to worry about me. I got a date.
A date?
Huh?
Yeah.
Anybody we know?
No, but I thought I'd bring him by around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and let you all approve of him. Do you mind?
Huh?
Yes, we do.
I think it's wonderful.
Thank you very much. I'll see you all in heaven.
Can we have a drink?
You behave yourself.
Have a good
man.
evening, pal.
Bye-bye.
Be careful.
Thanks.
Stay away. All right, where's it hurt?
Oh, it's my leg, big guys. My leg.
All right, I'm a police officer. I'm going to call an ambulance. Don't move. Just stay right there. Excuse me, please. Please. I request an ambulance.
2 years we've been trying to nail Carbo, right? 2 years of work right down the drain. 12 pounds of heroin gone because you were stupid enough to...
Okay, Bill, take it easy.
I said, Stu, of all the idiotic, ridiculous...
All right, it was an instinctive thing. I just...
This woman you hit, you know that she was a part of it, right?
I think I do now.
Oh, good.
Did you get her name?
Bronson, Jane Bronson.
Where did they take her?
County General.
Did you hear that? Get down there. Find her if you can. Talk to her. Sweat her. I don't care how much you have to sweat her. You get back to the office and fill out a report, and I want every last detail. You got that?
What about the hearing? It's starting in a minute.
Just what hearing is that?
And under the circumstances, Your Honor, the people are unable to proceed. We hope to recover the evidence, but...
But it would hardly matter. The evidence would be inadmissible. The chain of continuity has been broken.
Yes, sir, I am aware of that.
Would you like to move for dismissal, Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor, I reluctantly make a motion for dismissal.
The charges against the defendants are dismissed.
This isn't the way I wanted it. I had the right to be cleared.
That's that.
How can you drop me off? I'll see you back at the office.
Sure.
Always room for another pretty lady, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, Sergeant, my attorneys are suing the department for the value of the statuettes.
For the entire value? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's registered to Angela Carbo.
Are you sure it was Larry in the car?
Absolutely positive. Now, he claims he never heard of Carbo, yet he knows his daughter. He volunteered to bring the evidence to court.
Yeah. Then he leaves the evidence on the front seat instead of putting it in the trunk. Of course, I have done the same thing.
And he left the car.
Well, we have enough if you want to take it to internal affairs.
You want to?
I'd rather not.
Neither do I. Not yet. Even if they clear him, some of the mud'll stick.
I'd rather we handle it ourselves.
Yeah.
What'd you find out?
Well, she was at County General.
But she's not now, right?
Right. They stuck her in a room and told her to wait for about 5-10 minutes, and then they'd take her down to X-ray. And when they got back...
What about the address? What was that, a vacant lot?
Better than that, the YMCA.
Okay, Pep. I want you to get out and start beating the bushes. See if you can find out what's between Larry and Angela, okay? I mean, if anything.
Right.
What's the matter? Don't you want to?
I didn't say that.
Well, you seem a little reticent.
No, I said I would.
Well, good. Hey, Joe, Pete. In a little while, Barbara's going to come back here and give me his report on what happened. I'm going to read it. Then I'm going to give him the rest of the day off. He's had a traumatic experience.
Yeah, I guess he has.
What I want you to do is check out a different car. Not that anything's going to come of it, but when he leaves here, I want you on his tail, okay?
You think maybe...
I don't think anything, Joe. I just said that I'm checking all possibilities, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, man, about time. It's real spooky around here. Real spooky.
Yeah, I bet.
Still sealed.
Thank you.
Man, I'm glad to get rid of that. Temptation was getting too much.
I can get behind that.
We did a real nice job for you, huh?
Yeah?
You know, I was just thinking about the money we talked about. Well, getting bailed out, you know, that's gonna cost me a lot. And I'm probably gonna have to spend 6 or 8 months in the slammer, you know?
You want some more money?
I figure maybe an extra grand. I mean, if it's okay with Mr. Carbo.
You know, as a matter of fact, Mr. Carbo said to give you a bonus.
He did. Wait!
Hey, Bill. So far, he's gone to a dry cleaner's and a supermarket. And he's on his way to the mall now.
Well, that's not exactly what I'd call suspicious. But you better stay with him, Joe. I tell you, he's a pretty smart guy. That's about what I'd do if I were trying to throw somebody off the track.
Hey, what about a relief, buddy?
Yeah, I just dispatched a car out there. When they get there, you guys go home. Hey, Joe, listen, these guys are from homicide, and they're stretched pretty thin over there. Means you and Pete are gonna have to be on the job first thing in the morning. I hear Barbara. It's a pretty early riser.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, Bill. Well, so far, all he's bought is what any good housewife would buy.
What does he want with pantyhose?
Seriously, Bill, it doesn't look very promising, I'll tell you.
Barbara.
Lawrence?
That's it.
What's
Let's see. He took 2 classes in the spring semester last year. Sociology 1A and Psychology 132. Do you want his grades, Sergeant?
No, thanks.
He got an A in sociology.
Oh, good.
Does he work in the ghetto?
No.
Oh, because I think all cops, I mean police officers that work in the ghetto, they should take sociology courses. That's how they learn about people.
I'll pass it along. Do you have the list of all the other students that were in those classes?
Mm-hmm. Anyone in particular?
Yes, Carbeau, Angela Carbeau.
Bill? I hate to tell you this, but he just went in Carbo's house.
Thanks, Pete. Barbara just went into Carbo's house.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I just want to say goodnight.
Oh, I was just gonna come inside to talk to you. To ask you to forgive me.
Oh? Let's see. You don't look pregnant, you didn't wreck your car. What'd you do?
I thought maybe you were guilty. Even after they threw it out of court, I wasn't sure. I mean, really sure. Now I am.
Why? I mean, why not yesterday or tomorrow? Why not?
Oh, I've just been standing out here thinking, and a few minutes ago I decided you couldn't have done it.
Because I'm such a nice guy?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Anyway, now I feel ashamed that I even had any doubts at all.
No. I think about my friends and the troubles they have. The kids run around all the time. They sleep around. They don't listen. They treat their parents with contempt. But not you. No, not you. Oh, yeah, you almost went off the deep end once a year ago there, but that turned out okay. You're the most wonderful daughter a man ever had. I thank God for you.
Night.
Jeff, she's not coming home tonight.
Sure she's not coming home?
No, not for a couple hours. She went out with Dave, and they were gonna break up, and so Dave thought that maybe they should be together.
Okay, you made your point. But you said she wasn't coming back.
Well, I didn't think that she was.
Judy Lawson?
Yes?
I'm from the police department. I'd like to talk to you.
Hey, look, we were just,
We were just studying.
Is it all right if I come in?
Sure.
listen, Judy, I'll see you later, huh?
What did you want?
It's about Angela Carbeau.
Is she okay?
She's fine. You were roommates?
Yeah, until she quit school and went back to live with her father.
Could we sit down? Tell me something. Were you very close friends?
Yes. What did you want to know about Angela?
I want to know.
Yeah, we got the goods, Mr. Carbeau. And the bonus has been paid.
No problems?
No, sir. Stuff's in the warehouse behind the grill.
Bring it back here.
Here?
Yeah, somebody might break into the warehouse. Somebody who knows how we make a living.
Well, isn't that kind of risky? I mean, keeping it right here in the house?
The safest place there is. The cops have been burned once. They haven't got enough to get another warrant.
When do you want it?
Bring it back tonight. Stash it in the garage. Bring me, maybe half a pound.
You got a buyer tonight?
Oh, not exactly. I got a seller.
Okay. We got everything except proof. Carbo had Astro set up the heist. This is where the junk was returned.
Get it in the trunk. Well, well, well.
Carbo's boys had him killed to keep him quiet, huh?
Effective way to shut a man up, isn't it?
Really?
You know, as a kid, I used to work in the oil fields. Let's go.
I didn't know that, Bill.
Hey, Ben. Find anything hard, holler. As of now, Larry, nobody outside our unit knows. I hope you can clear this up. That way nobody else will ever know.
Go ahead.
Okay. What about Angela Carbo?
We used to go out with her. We even talked about getting married.
Yeah, we went together for a while.
How did it break up?
Or did it?
Her father convinced her cop wasn't good enough for her. Didn't make enough money.
Well, I guess he was right about the second part.
Anyway, she's an only child. They're very close. And when he talks, she listens.
I thought you said you didn't know Carbo.
Sergeant, I didn't know him before we made the bust. Never saw him. I don't even think he knew my last name. Look, Angela and I, we'd go somewhere, my apartment usually. I think she's still got the key.
You stopped seeing her?
8 or 9 months ago.
But you were in her car the afternoon before the hearing.
She heard that I was one of the arresting officers, and she wanted to know what was going on.
What'd you tell her?
I was non-committal. I didn't want to hurt her. I thought the courts could handle it better.
Have you seen her since?
No.
Then it must have been Carbo you went to see because you were at their house yesterday.
You really did a job on me, huh?
We had to, Larry.
Okay, let's talk about the heroin. Wait. Yeah, Crowley. Yeah, he's here. Well, then I guess you better send him in. A couple of guys from Internal Affairs. They want to have a talk with you.
I thought you said you didn't tell anybody.
I didn't.
No, neither did I.
Come on in. Sergeant Thaler and Rodriguez.
I think you know your constitutional rights.
I got them memorized.
A narc who works out on the west side, he got a phone call last night. Anonymous, that goes without saying, but the caller said that you tried to sell him some heroin.
What? Could have been a second. Somebody with a grudge. Anybody. But we gotta check it out. Now, we'd like permission to search your car and your apartment.
Be my guest.
There it is.
Here's what we've been looking for.
He was gone before I got there. He just turned in his badge and took off.
Well, I'll call him tonight and apologize for suspecting him.
Then you know it was a frame, too.
Sure, it was a frame. Think he'd be stupid enough to leave the stuff in his car and then practically beg two cops to go search it? The guy was telling the truth all the way.
And Carbo planted the heroin to get Larry off his back.
You got it.
Why didn't the chief get it?
He probably did. What's he gonna do? He had no other choice. He had to suspend him.
What if the investigation doesn't clear him? It's possible, you know.
Yeah, I know. But, Pep, what are we gonna do? We got no leads, no nothing.
One lead. It might, just might, open a Pandora's box. Angela.
Hello?
Carbo? It's Larry Barber. I just want to let you know I'm not a cop anymore. We took care of that, so now I can play by your rules. And, mister, that's exactly what I intend to do.
What? Now, look, wait a minute. Look, Hello? Barber. He's been suspended.
Serves him right. Cops should know better than to sell dope.
I think I made a mistake.
What about Barber?
He wasn't a threat before, just a nuisance. I mean, now he's gone crazy. He doesn't have a rule book in his pocket. There's no telling what he might do. He might even come gunning for me.
And you want us to get him first?
Don't tell me the details till it's all over, and don't blow it. Right now, I'm going home.
Dr. Jack Matoff, please report to the 3rd floor east.
All right, Jack, Wednesday night. But please, casual. I'm not in the mood for dressing up. Okay, see you. Bye.
Miss Carbo.
Ah, yes, Sergeant. You're a little early.
Yes, I am.
What did you want to see me about?
Is there someplace we could talk?
Dr. Frank Weskin.
Have you heard from Larry in the last few hours?
Please. Dr. Frank Weskin.
Oh, you know about Larry. No, I haven't heard from him.
He's been suspended. He may face criminal charges.
For what?
They found half a pound of heroin in his car.
Oh, no. Larry would never do that.
He didn't. The heroin was planted.
And you think my father did it? I don't believe you.
Miss Carbo, your father's been very, very good to you. What else do you know about him?
Well, let's see. He stands about 6'2", weighs about 185
About his
pounds.
past.
Go on.
He came out here about 12 years ago from Newark, New Jersey. That was
I know that much.
That was right after a Senate hearing on organized crime. It forced him to close his bookmaking operation.
Dr. Pollard.
That's not true.
Dr. Pollard.
Angela, ever since your father was a young kid, he's been involved in mob activities. 5 arrests, 1 conviction, suspended sentence.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't want to. I know you care very, very much about your father. But we care about Larry, too. And I think you do.
All right, so my father did some things he shouldn't have. But that was a long time ago. You said that yourself.
He was involved in bookmaking out here.
Bookmaking's not the
4
worst
years
thing in the
ago,
world.
he set up the import company. Now, he made a lot of trips. Some of them were perfectly legitimate. 2 years ago, he went to Hong Kong, and that's where he made his connection. We have names, dates, places. We know the people he was dealing with there and here, then we got the real evidence. 12 pounds of heroin. Your father had it set up so it would be stolen just before a hearing. And to protect himself, he planted some of it in Larry's car. Now, Angela, if Larry's career is ruined and he goes to prison, it will be your father who put him there. I'm sorry.
Don't touch me. Don't you dare touch me. Papa, I trusted you, and you lied to me.
Okay, I bring the stuff in, I sell it. It's dirty money, but it's just as good as the other kind. And besides, if I didn't do it, somebody else would.
I don't care about somebody else.
Baby, look, will you listen to me? Will you give me that much? Since the day your mother died, the happiest day in my life, that was the day I opened the business. You believe that? That was the first time ever I was straight. I was respectable. A couple of years later, everything went bust. Everything I had, that's not important. Everything I got for you, everything that I wanted for you, they were gonna take it away.
You did this all for me.
For who else? Your mother's gone. I don't give a mistress. I don't gamble. Oh, baby, I see you dressed like a princess, driving that fancy car, going to the tennis club, taking trips to Europe. The daughter of a slum kid from Newark. For who else?
Papa, I'm leaving.
What do you mean? Where are you gonna go?
Back to Larry before you destroy him completely.
Larry,
I think you know the name, Larry Barba.
Larry,
I'll be back for my things later. Goodbye.
Angela, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Listen.
Heroin ripoff.
You're about one step away from jail, my friend. You dig what I'm saying?
Your voice.
All right, now what I want is the street talk on a heroin ripoff.
You try putting that bottle
That's right.
down.
Any large amounts of heroin hit the streets, I want to know about it right away. Right?
You sick, huh?
I know about that.
You breaking my heart.
Some kids with a couple of joints.
I want you to get out of that crib and get on the street, you understand? And I'll expect a call within an hour.
So he planted maybe half a pound in Larry's car. Where's the rest of it?
Well, it ain't out on the street because we'd have heard.
At his warehouse?
You think he's going to be that foolish again?
I don't know. You think he'd keep it at his own home?
Well, that's a possibility. In fact, that's a probability.
Yeah.
He'd want to keep it close by, sure.
Well, it's no good, though, Pep. We don't have enough probable cause for another warrant.
What if we asked for a permissive search?
Not a chance.
But if he thought we might get the warrant, there's a chance he might panic.
And move the stuff.
Mm-hmm. While under surveillance. What do you think?
I like it.
Let's try.
Why not?
It's all been taken care of.
You mean Barba is dead?
No, but he soon will be. Well, we got into his apartment, and we put a bomb in the refrigerator. And when he comes-
Come on.
What's wrong?
Come on!
What's going on?
You're the cop, Barba. We gotta get to his place. There's a bomb.
How do you know that?
They put it there. My daughter's gone there. Please.
Okay, get in. Joe, Pete, stay with these guys. We'll radio for black and white.
Turn around. Spread them.
Put your hands on the trunk. Come on. Spread your legs out.
Hey, wait a minute.
Put them out.
Man, you ain't gonna stick us with this. I'll make one hell of a statement. We ain't gonna be the fall guys.
Harris, who was it?
A girl, 19. She was the only one in the apartment. Carbo was her name. We said on the driver's license. Angela Carbo.
wasn't wrong. It intended for you.
I'm sorry.
Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
Dad called him the mongoose.
The mongoose?
And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Conspiracy to commit gambling.
I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer.
Jack, you gotta slow down.
Pepper.
Hey, Lee.
Bill.
Gee, been a little while, huh?
It's good of you to come.
Gee.
You come without asking what it is I want. You are good friends. Chin? Yet go Chashuman.
You know, Lee, I think Crowley would use any excuse to come in here for your pork fried noodles.
That's what I ordered.
Oh, I think he's part Chinese.
Lee, you got a problem, right?
I need some help. My grandson. He's 17. Been gone 3 months now.
3 months? Why did you wait till now to call us?
Because, it's a family problem. But after 3 long months, I call you now. His mother, she's very sick, and I'm worried.
You've not heard a word from him for 3 months, huh?
No.
What's his name, Lee?
Harriam Kwan. Nothing to be alarmed about. It's to be expected.
Gambling?
It'll be all right. You know, my people, they gamble in the back. And the police, they do their job.
It's perfect at 10. We're on the way to the station with 14 suspects. All right, let's move out.
Hey, listen, I sure hope you don't do anything to the cooks back there, because I got an order of pork fried noodles working.
Crowley, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's it going, Wagner?
Hey, Pepper. Well, what is the first team doing in these back alleys? Surely it can't be the fine cuisine in this dump.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, it must be pretty slow down there, huh? You guys got nothing to do except hassle old men?
Oh, now, wait a minute. This is a commercial operation. Advice gets a lot of heat if we don't take these games. Besides, it's not that easy. So what are you doing here?
Mr. Kwan's grandson is missing. He was just telling us about it.
Well, he'll turn up. Probably running with one of the gangs. These people have really gotten out of hand. No offense.
They're all loaded up now. What about this guy?
Yeah, book him. Like I said, it's not that easy. See, that guy, he's a lookout. Anybody suspicious comes in here, he pushes a button behind that counter, and bingo, the game is over.
And by the time you get in the back, it's chess and checkers and chopsticks, huh?
Right.
Councilman? Everyone well?
Yeah. All right, hold it up a minute. Mr. McCormick here would like to say a few words. Councilman.
Thank you. Now, you all know how I feel about organized gambling in this city. Not only is it illegal, but it also breeds other forms of crime.
Politician.
Prostitution, corruption. And then again, you all know this. So let me just say that I stopped by to say, keep up the good work. The very good work. Thank you.
Your lieutenant explained to me about how you took the lookout. I'd call that good old police technique, Sarge.
McCormick, why don't you can all that crud you dished out in there and save it till next year when you run for re-election?
Did you have any problems? Fine.
You sure you got him?
The tickets? I got them. Now, hot dog, about our bet. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the Rams in 3.
I got the Rams, but with 7.
7? The spread is 3. What are you trying to do, hustle me? All right, you bandit. You got 7. Now let's get going before we miss the kickoff.
Dad? Thanks.
Why? I still got a good bet with 7.
I mean, thanks for giving up your golf today. I know about the tournament. Mr. Bain called while you were in the shower.
Well, I'll tell you something, bandit. Something dumb. But I'd rather spend Sunday with you than play golf in the Masters. Now let's get... Wait a minute, where's the radio? Go get the radio. Man.
All the excitement of the big game. An afternoon that was made to order and a huge sellout crowd. You know, fans, both teams come in today with winning streaks, and the survivor will take that giant stride toward the
Hey, Paul. Glad communication got a hold of you two. Some mess, huh?
Anybody in that thing?
Curtis Forrester.
The reporter?
Right.
You got any suspects?
We just got started. That's his kid over there. He was standing near the house when it happened.
The kid saw it happen?
Yeah. I need someone to question him and then transport him over to Barton Hall.
Barton Hall? Paul, are you crazy? You can't let a kid go through an experience like this and then dump him at Barton Hall. What are you thinking about?
That's terrible.
What about his family? Has he got any relatives?
That's the problem. There is no one. His mother died 2 years ago. We've already contacted probation. He's got to go to Barton Hall until they can line up a foster place, home.
So meanwhile, we just question the kid, then dump him at the hall, is that it?
Paul, can't you just turn him over to juvenile?
Pepper, what I need is a woman's touch. You're the only female investigator that's not tied up today. Juvenile's got no one available. I'd like to help the kid, Pep, but his old man was a reporter. He might have been onto something big. You're it, and that's all there is to it.
All right. We'll question him, but we're not going to dump him off at that place like a piece of baggage. Want to talk?
This is it?
Yes, it is. Bill, where are we going?
Not here.
Probation know he's here. I mean, the boy's been through hell. It could be weeks before he's able to open up to anybody. You know, it's just going to take a while for him to face what's happened.
You should take this in and talk to him.
The department is going to come down in the middle of your back for hiding him here, and you forget it's not our case. It's homicides. How quickly you forget.
Go in and talk to him. Here.
you like some hot chocolate? Jeff, we need your help to find out whoever is responsible for your father's death. We know how terrible you feel and how much he meant to you, but we need your help. Jeff?
I found some marshmallows.
Oh.
Want one?
Yeah, I like to watch them melt.
What about you, Jeff? Jeff, we think your dad was mixed up in something pretty big. You have any idea what it could have been? I mean, I really want to catch the guy that did that to your dad. And I promise you something, I will. But I can't do it by myself. We need your help, Jeff. Will you help us?
I'll help you. I want to help you.
Son, do you know what your dad was working on? What kind of a story?
No. He didn't talk about it much. He used to talk with Mom, but...
It's okay, Jeff. It's okay. Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
You mean on his own?
Yeah.
He had an informant. He used to talk with him on the telephone. They used to meet all the time.
Do you know his name, where he lived, anything like that?
No. Dad called him the Mongoose.
The Mongoose?
He asleep?
Yeah.
Nice kid.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
Did you ever turn the heat on in this place?
You cold?
Yeah, I'm always cold.
I'll get you some hot coffee.
You know something?
What?
I saw a side of you I never noticed before tonight.
Oh, like what? Like I make cold coffee?
No, that you'd make a good father.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jeff got a lot of strength from you.
Do you know what time it is?
Hmm.
I can't make it. I want to go to bed.
I haven't finished this.
Well, I'm going to give you the keys to the car. Pick us up in the morning, okay?
You got an extra bathrobe? I love to sleep in men's bathrobes.
Yes? I'm from the probation department. Sergeant Crowley?
No, Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
I'm Mary Snyder, juvenile probation officer. I've come for the boy. You realize you were supposed to transport him to Barton Hall last night. The boy is here.
Yes, he is here. I made some coffee. Why don't
You don't have to explain your behavior to me, Sergeant. This is a juvenile court order for the return of Jeffrey Forrester.
Hey, Pep, how about...
Bill, this is Mary...
Snyder. I'm with probation. I've explained to your friend why I'm here.
The boy's asleep.
Would you please wake him?
Look, we've just begun to get through to him about his father. If you would try to understand.
I'm afraid I do. You see, I have to make a complete report about all this. My only concern is the well-being of the child.
This Miss Snyder and that Jeff's gonna try to find you a really good temporary home. But things are gonna work out, okay? Let me tell you something. I give you my word. We're gonna catch him.
Sergeant Crowley, I just want you to know that my dad was a good reporter because he could relate to people. He could put himself in their shoes, take on their problems. My mom told me that once. She was right. I just wanted to thank you and Sergeant Anderson, for being like him and being with me last night.
Where is Jeff? I called everywhere.
He's with the probation department. They're trying to find him a suitable home.
A suitable home?
That's right, sir.
Mrs. Longley, find out who the chief probation officer is and get him on the line. I thought a Lieutenant Salvino of homicide was assigned this case.
That's right. He is. We're assisting him. Mr. Bain, could you tell us what Forrester was working on? What stories?
He was working on several assignments.
Like what?
Consumer fraud, a profile on bank robbers.
Yeah? What else?
Corruption in city government.
Involving who?
I don't know. Kurt was the best guy here, and you people know it. And when he was on standard assignments, he touched base with me. But when he was into something big, he'd go full bore and alone till he had his facts.
Which of these would you consider routine?
Consumer fraud.
Who's a mongoose?
What?
Jeff mentioned that his father was working with somebody called a mongoose. Who is that, Mr. Bain?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Now, if you do, this is hardly the time to remind us of freedom of the press.
Sergeant Anderson, Kurt was more than just an employee here. He was a close personal friend. And this paper would go to any extreme to find his killer.
Then why did you look away when we mentioned the mongoose?
Well, this mongoose, as Kurt chose to call him, was just a faceless name to me, to all of us here. We don't know who he is.
Then how did they communicate?
Well, this mongoose would call and set up appointments, that much I do know.
Mongoose always phoned Forrester?
Right. And then they'd obviously meet and, Oh, yes, put him on. Mr. Olin? Yes, I'm calling about Jeff Forrester. When? Keep me posted. If there's anything this paper can do, call me. Jeff's run away.
Crowley, what in the hell are you up to?
Oh, I'm just screwing around here, Captain, tightening up the pencil sharpener.
Don't get cute with me. That boy, you took him to your apartment, didn't you, instead of Barton Hall? You and your partner.
Which partner? I'm kind of heavy on
I
partners.
said, don't get cute.
Yeah, well, Captain, let me tell you something. Now, what I do in my off-duty hours is my business. You got no right to even question about my personal
when
life.
you violate the rules and subject the department to outside criticism and interfere with an important investigation, I've got every right. Now, Crowley, I'm telling you, you take those files back to homicide, give them to Salvino, and you get out of this. And stay out of Chinatown. You could have lost up that raid, too.
Now, what do you guys have? Would you go steal his holster or something?
Hey, what's the matter?
Bet I know what that was all about. Guess I should have gone home.
I thought it was legal between consenting adults.
Me too.
What's the matter? You guys got nothing to do? Joe, take this file down to Salvino. No, both of you. Get over to Juvenile and see if you can help him locate that kid.
Park say we were in on this?
Nope.
I need some help, Mr. Bain.
Jeff, where are you?
My dad worked with someone called the Mongoose. I want to meet him. I need his telephone number so that I can...
Jeff, listen. The police will find him. You stay right where you are, and I'll send someone to pick you up. Now, give me your location.
I can't, Mr. Bain. Now, will you give me the number, please?
I don't have it, Jeff. Now, where are you?
Well, I'm not in any home, I'll tell you that.
All right, Morris, how about it?
Look, Bill, like I told you before, you don't give me the court order, I cannot give you the tolls. Now, I'm sorry, but that's company
Morris,
policy.
like I told you before, Pepper is with the judge right now. She'll be here any minute.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, hell, I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer. Now, I want Forrester's tolls, Morris, and I want them now.
Bill, please, sit down, relax, huh?
You talk about your red tape. What'd you do, stop for lunch?
No, but the judge did.
Now, let's go, Morris. Read it later, will you?
Listen, if you want all the subscriber information here, it's going to take a while.
We'll wait.
This is the weaker sex.
He's got to be one of these 6 phone numbers.
We'll try him. First, I want to check that house, in case Jeff might be there.
You know, you're sticking your neck way out in this one. Why? Homicidal. Look at that. That's Forrester's house. 12Y50, requesting fire units to 1338 Sunshine Terrace.
There's a van pulling out. Let's get it.
12Y50, 12Y50, requesting a clear frequency. We're in pursuit of a possible arson suspect from 1338 Sunshine Terrace. You got that?
Roger.
Take it a little easy, huh, Bill? Uh, 12Y50, suspect's vehicle is a 68 Ford van, light blue, license number, can you see it, Bill?
143.
License number 143.
Peter Charlie Edward.
Peter Charlie Edward. You're wild, Bill, today. Come on, take it easy. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down. Somebody will let the other ones catch up.
Lose him.
Y50 requesting a traffic unit. We had a little accident. Crowley was driving, of course. We're at the end of Sunshine Terrace in a ravine. Would you believe it? Suspect last seen heading westbound on Trent. You gotta change your driving habits.
Get out of the car.
Michael said it was definitely arson.
Yeah.
Quote, we could have parked a rig right on top of this place and it still would have burned to the ground. End of quote.
Who'd the van finally come back to?
Joe's running it now.
Bill.
What?
Hey, you turkeys. I thought you ordered off this case.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah,
Listen,
we
why
were
don't you
close
tell
by,
your
so
boss-
I asked Bill to swing by and check, okay?
Well, okay. But the old man's on his way, and I'd clear out if I were you.
Hey, Bill. That van was stolen out of Las Vegas.
Radio car just located at 6 blocks west of here.
What about the driver?
No luck, but they recovered 2 empty gas cans.
They called Prince?
They're en route.
What else can happen to this kid? Yeah, okay. That's fine.
We got the toll calls.
Good, that was Bain. Jeff called.
Where is he?
He doesn't know. The kid's out there looking for the mongoose. So let's start making his calls.
I'd like to speak to the mongoose, please. Right, the mongoose. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, will you do the same, pal?
Yeah.
Mongoose?
Who's this?
Police officer. I want to talk to you.
Man, you gotta be crazy. I can't meet you. I'm being watched.
Okay, then I'll come meet you.
You know where I live?
Look, buddy, I told you I'm a cop. I've already run your number. Sure, I know where you live.
Yeah, all right, right. Yeah, but not here, you know, synagogue at 8th and Oxwood. Tonight, 7 o'clock. Yeah, and be alone.
You, Jerome?
How did you know? What? The telephone company, huh? It's all right. That ain't my real name anyway. Forrester picked that one out. The real Jerome Stallings, was killed. Traffic accident.
And you're who?
Mongoose. That's enough, Mongoose.
What was Forrester into?
Man, for all I know, man, you got to be a part of the whole thing.
Part of what whole thing?
Corruption. That's what Forrester called it. That's all I know.
Look, pal, now you get to the bottom line, or we're gonna go down to the station, print you, and then we'll find out just who you really are. You get my message?
Right. John McCormick, your esteemed councilman, he's in debt. He's a big loser. Some local bookies, some that ain't so local.
And what?
And he's getting paid off. A big gambling syndicate to keep the heat off of Chinatown. It's a Chinese syndicate. And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Where's the boy?
I don't know. I never met him. Why?
He's run away. You think he could be in any danger?
Not unless he's got his father's file.
What would be in the files?
Well, I was able to get a hold of the Councilman McCormick's markers. Now, just by themselves, that wouldn't look too pretty in front of a grand jury, right?
There he is.
You want to tell him first about his grandson?
Yeah.
You have news of my grandson.
Lee, we have some bad news for you. Your grandson's dead, Lee.
He was found in San Francisco, a drug overdose.
It is as I feared. I have relatives there that can bring him home.
Is there anything we can do?
No. I have already caused you both much trouble. I will tell his mother. It is a family matter.
Lee, there's another young boy who's in trouble. His father was murdered, and I'm afraid that some of your people are involved. We need your help, Lee.
What can I do?
Good evening. How's the Shui Mai tonight?
Please, come with me.
You're all under arrest. Everybody freeze. Get your hands above the table. Steve, come in and tell him, will you?
Larry,
cover that door, will you? They're going to get their names. Everybody's name.
Anything's gonna happen?
Something better happen soon. I'd sure hate to have to explain this raid to Parks.
I hate to have to explain anything to that hardhead.
Jamel.
Looks like somebody's making a move.
You're in charge of this?
That's right.
Let's go outside. You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, yeah? How do you figure that?
This is not the night we agreed for a raid.
Uh-huh. Well, I tell you, I'm taking all these people in, and that includes the money.
You people must be new to Vice. Why don't we talk? My name is Fong. Being new, you should not get what the others get. Yet.
Well, what do you think we should get?
$500 a week for all.
500?
For everybody? Does that sound fair to you? Why don't you show Mr. Fong what you got in your purse?
Mr. Fong, we'd like your help with a little matter we're investigating.
Yes, I will do it. Okay, thank you.
How can I help you?
I'd like to see either Sergeant Anderson or Sergeant Crowley.
I'm sorry, they're both out. Can I help you?
Can I have a pencil?
Will a pen do? Front desk, Officer Boyer speaking. I'll have you transferred to burglary auto theft.
Thank you. Could you please give this to Sergeant Crowley? It's very important.
Okay, let's go. I got places to go and people to see. You should learn to better schedule your time. Or when we hurry, we are more prone to mistakes.
You're a regular fortune cookie, you know that? Well, hey, you guys. For a minute, I thought you were a couple of 211 artists. What are you doing here?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
Meeting a snitch.
What's in the sack, Jack?
Leechy nuts. A friend I know likes them, and
What a whip.
You like lychee nuts?
You know, that was real stupid of you.
I thought you had more smarts than this, Wagner. Okay, you got it. You're under arrest.
Crowley, I have read every manual there is on interrogation. You're wasting your time. Book me.
What's criminal conspiracy doing on this anyway? I mean, where's internal affairs, huh?
Oh, I get it. Conspiracy to commit gambling. Well, that's worth about a $50 fine.
What about conspiracy to commit murder?
You crazy? You know what a guy gets when we bust him for gambling? A $10 fine. The law is a joke. Nobody cares. So when I got offered $100 a week to do the same thing I've been doing for 5 years, well, why not? But get off this thing about murder.
Did you know Curtis Forrester?
Sure, a hell of a nice guy.
Well, we think your politician friend may have killed him. Or had him killed.
McCormick, come on.
He was about to expose him, Wagner. And your involvement in Chinese gambling interests.
Crazy.
You believe this? You recognize that?
Sure, it's McCormick's phone number, so.
These are Forrester's tolls. He phoned McCormick 3 days before he was killed.
Obviously to confront him with the story.
My name is Jeff Forrester. My dad was Curtis Forrester. Yes, he had your name and number in an appointment book of his. Could we meet someplace? I have to talk to you. Yes, sir? Okay. Thank you.
Crowley, I won't bore you with specifics. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Pepper, bring in those tapes, will you?
Being new, you should not get what the others get. $500 a week, or all.
500?
I'm sorry, Chief. We just don't know who was involved.
Bill?
Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but Mr. Mossman here. I mean, what is the Attorney General's interest in this case?
Forrester went to them, for obvious reason.
I've been studying your technique, Sergeant. Do you conduct all your investigations in this fashion?
In what fashion?
Unilaterally?
I think the important thing right now is to get the job done. And we got two immediate problems. Find Jeff Forrester and bust McCormick. Yeah, Joe, what do you want?
Excuse me. Forrester boy left it at the desk for you.
Sergeant Crowley, I have most of my dad's files. I'm going to meet with someone who may help. I'll keep in touch. Sorry I missed you, Jeff. Joe, you and Pete get a team together. Check every hotel in the downtown area.
What kept you? Fong was late. Taking care of it. There won't be any more.
What's that supposed to mean, Wagner?
Well, it's simple. We had an agreement. I take care of the games. You keep everything in line. Well, Councilman, you went too far. It seems you're involved in a murder. Curtis Forrester?
You've been smoking some of that weed that you boys confiscate.
I know he talked to you. I've seen his tolls. And I know he was about to give us some big headlines.
Mr. McCormick?
Mm-hmm.
I have a warrant to search your residence.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, now let's see what the lie detector says about Councilman McCormick. Hey, Rob. So, what do you think?
Our councilman is being very cooperative. Oh, I avoided any area that could jeopardize your gambling conspiracy.
Notice that. Thanks.
What about Forrester's murder?
Oh, he's clean, Pepper. They never met. Forrester did phone to set up an appointment. McCormick thought it was about a story on his good record in fighting crime.
But McCormick and Forrester never met.
That's right.
Okay, thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thanks.
Listen, call Bain's office. See if you can come up with any more background on Forrester's assignments.
What about robbery, homicide? You want me to call them?
Pepper, just call Bain's office, okay?
Okay, Forrester was here on the 19th.
Mr. Hawley, what was his primary interest with the Bureau?
He was writing an article on the futility of robbing banks. You know, because of the security, cameras, everything. We solved about 9 out of 10, which is pretty bad odds for a crook. And he also looked through the outstanding suspect files. That's suspects that are photographed during actual robberies, have been identified, but haven't been arrested yet.
Do you have that file in this office?
Oh, yes, we do.
Could I see it?
Oh, certainly. Most of them have been reduced to wanted posters.
Forrester looked through this whole book?
Yes, he did. Several of them interested him.
Oh?
Well, one in particular because he took it with him. Let's see.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, he took a copy of that with him.
Looks like...
We're gonna move on it.
Bill, the manager thinks the boy is staying here. Room 109, paid for 3 nights in advance.
Where's Pete?
Upstairs checking. Anything about the mongoose?
We just left there. He's gone. Robbery, homicide's gonna stake it.
Stake that, huh?
Yeah, look what I found in the kids' room. Looks like he's got a meeting with the mongoose tonight at 8.
Where?
Doesn't say.
I think I know where.
Yeah?
Jeff, over here. Son, you wanted to talk.
You worked with my father. I thought you might be able to tell me what he was working on.
Sure.
Good joke. Pep, take that aisle.
It's your dad's file?
No, just some notes I was taking.
Anybody know about this meeting?
No.
Wait, hold it right there, first.
What happens to Jeff now?
He's gonna stay with the Baines till they can find a good foster home.
Good. Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. Hey, son, listen. I want you to keep in touch with us, will you? Gonna stay in touch?
Well, all I can say is that I love you both.
We love you too, honey. We really do. It's tough. We know it's tough.
Hey, Jeff, listen, what do you say I got this Sunday off. Why don't I come by and pick you up? Spend the day together, okay?
Pepper?
Oh, well, I don't know about Pepper. Yeah, okay, with Pepper.
Okay, you gonna tell me?
It's very simple. First you fry your sausages, then you add your peppers, your mushrooms, your garlic,
That's
your
not
parmesan.
what I mean.
Smell this. Huh?
You're evading the issue. You broke every rule in the book.
I felt sorry for the kid, just like you did.
No, there's more to it than that. Come on, why?
What do you want, the story of my life? You already know that.
You never talk about when you were a little boy.
You never talk about when you were a little girl.
I never was a little girl.
I'll buy that.
Bill.
Okay, I was in a home.
Like Bart.
No, it's probably worse than Bart. You wouldn't believe what goes on in some of those places. I wasn't gonna let that happen to that kid.
Want to go to San Francisco?
When?
Tonight.
What are you talking about?
I've already got the tickets.
Are you kidding? I got 2 days of report writing to do.
The review board reviewed our little traffic accident. It seems we failed to avoid an avoidable accident. We are on a 2-day suspension.
We are?
You wouldn't believe what goes on in San Francisco.